Hi, this is Sri from TechieTalksAI, another video on Fusion 360. By the end of this one, you will be able to create sketch on XY plane, draw lines, rectangles, circles, and one spline. But this is extremely important video. If you don't watch this video till the end, you are likely to spend too much time experimenting. You will be able to select, delete, undo, move, copy, sketch objects, add dimensions with D, convert geometry into construction lines with X, mirror geometry across construction and center line, understand the difference between drawing geometry and editing geometry, and most importantly, we will cover constraining the geometry. The main takeaway from this video is learning how to constrain your sketches. I will keep talking minimal. We will do and learn. I want all of you to practice this while watching, or watch it once and then watch it again and practice this. So I'm on a new part design, and I have selected the XY plane, and I have turned off the XZ and YZ planes. So this is the plane, that is the top view. XY plane, clear? So everything today happens inside one sketch. We will draw, edit, dimension, copy, mirror, and clean up. Start on XY plane. It is the easiest flat drawing surface. Important thing is, I have changed the display settings environment to photo booth to make the background white for some clarity on constraining. Okay. I suggest you also do this. Now I am pressing L to draw a line. I can select the first point and move toward the right and click to complete the line. And I will press escape and press L again, click the origin and move up along the y-axis, click again and press escape. Escape is the key to come out of the line mode. So simple thing, just we drew two lines, one horizontal, one vertical. The lines are not clearly visible because it is overlapping the X and Y axis, but not to worry. So remember, when you press L, the Fusion 360 will get into line drawing mode. When you press escape, it will come out of it. Otherwise, it will keep on drawing lines. So what we will do is, we will also press L and draw a random diagonal line, press escape. So in order to delete it, select the line. When you select it, it will become darker blue, and then press delete key. And Command Z on my Mac or Control Z on Windows can undo it, and Shift Command Z on Mac can redo it. And Control Y will redo in Windows machine. Now to select a line, you can also drag like this. Drag your mouse, okay? How do we move a line? Let's draw a line again, just a random line. Press L and draw a random line. Press escape. So we have a line. Now, if you want to move this line, click on it, press M, and then you can move this arrow, and you can also hold it and move it anywhere. So that is the way to move. Press escape to come out of the move mode. Now, how do we copy a line? Click on the line, press M to move, but here, click on create copy. See this on this pop-up window. Now, if you move, you will see that it is copying the line. So that can also come handy. There is a checkbox to copy during the move operation. Now we are going to delete these two lines, and we will draw a rectangle. These lines also I'm deleting. So I'll keep the origin here. and click R to draw a rectangle, and it is 2-point rectangle, but we will create a 2-point rectangle. We will not start the rectangle from the origin, or we will not make the center of the rectangle at the origin. We will create a random rectangle positioned like this. Okay, second click, and you will notice that the rectangle has been created, but it is still in the rectangle mode. You have to press escape to come out of it. So this rectangle looks finished, but it is not constrained. You have horizontal and vertical constraints because Fusion 360 knew that we drew horizontal line and vertical line. So instead, what we will do is we will click on this constraint and delete it. We will add it later. And we are going to see how to fully constrain this. When it is fully constrained, when you are not hovering over the rectangle, all these 4 lines should become black. That is the goal. What do you mean by constraining? Constraining means you can't change the size of the rectangle, and you can't move the rectangle, and you can't make it a parallelogram. You can't change the angle of the sides. So in this XY plane, 2-dimensional plane, we are constraining this so that this rectangle won't change its shape and change its location, and it won't let us change its size also, but we haven't entered the size. So what we need to do first is press D and click on one side, move a little away and enter, say 25 millimeter. So one side we have constrained. Now again, I'm in the D mode. I'm clicking here and I will enter 35. Okay. But still if you see, this hasn't become black. The border hasn't become black because we haven't constrained these angles. Instead of constraining these angles, we can click on this horizontal, vertical, and put back our horizontal constraints. Okay, I put 2 horizontal constraints. Still, it hasn't become black. Why? Because these lines, vertical lines, have no constraint. I put 1 vertical line. Still, it is not black. I am making this line also constrained. So these lines have to be vertical and horizontal. The size, length, and height of this rectangle will also have to be 35 and 25. But still, it is not constrained. Why? Because the whole rectangle can move with respect to the origin. Clear? So you can select this full sketch, and we can move it. See, we can move. This is not constrained with respect to the origin. So that is why it is still not black. So what do we need to do? We need to press D again, click the origin and click one side and bring it down and enter, say 25 or say 28. Okay, so this direction we have constrained the rectangle, our sketch, but still it's not blue because it can still move up and down. Are you getting? So press D again, click the origin, click this upper edge, bring it here and say type 16. Okay. Now if you press escape, you will notice that it has become black. See this? And this black you will be able to see only if you change the environment to photo booth. Okay. Default theme will be like this and it will be white. Clear? So I hope you know now how to fully constrain a rectangle so that it is fixed in this 2D plane. Now we will draw a circle and constrain it. Circle drawing is also simple. You start anywhere. It is the center point circle. We'll keep it like this. And we didn't enter the diameter when we created. So what we'll do is we'll press D and enter the diameter, say 12. Okay. But still it is not constrained because select it and press move. We are able to move this circle wherever we want. Got it? So what do we do? How do we constrain this? We will first constrain this from this edge to the center. We can also constrain it from this origin, but let's constrain it from this edge of the rectangle. So I'm going to press D, click on one side and click on the center. Now I will get one arrow and I will type, say, 14. So this side is constrained, but still the circle can move up and down in this XY plane. So how do we constrain? We can constrain it from this side to the center. So press D again, click the center of the circle and click this and say enter, say 4. See, do you notice now it has become black? This circle cannot move. Okay, it is locked with its size is locked and its position is locked with respect to this rectangle. And this rectangle also cannot move because it is fixed with respect to the origin. Now let's look at mirroring. We will draw a construction line first. Press L to create a line. I will start somewhere here and make a vertical line and press escape. We have a line. Now I click on the line and press X to turn it into construction line. You will see this, it has become a dotted line. This also will be clear only in this display settings photo booth. So this dotted line is a construction line. This cannot be a part of a sketch. It's a reference line. Now I will use this line to mirror this circle on this other side. Clear? So I will select create, mirror, object. We will select this circle and mirror line. We will select this. See this? Immediately one shadow circle came. Click OK. Now if you see, this circle is not blue. Why? Can you think why this circle is not fully constrained? This circle is constrained because we did not constrain this line. So if I move, you will notice that the mirror line also is moving. So you constrain this line. So what we will do is we'll click D, click on the origin and click on the construction line and enter, say, 15. Now you will notice that this circle also became black. I want you to really practice this well to understand constraining. Otherwise, we will get stuck, unable to constrain, or we will not know why the sketch is not moving. Construction line is a dotted line. By pressing X, we can make it a regular line also, or clicking this in this pop-up. Okay. So we now know how to create a mirror image of a sketch. Now, if you want to edit any of your dimensions, you can double click on it. Okay. If you want to change this to, say, 10, you can change it and you will notice that its mirror image also changes. So do not delete and redraw when size changes. Double click a dimension and edit the number. This is parametric design. Change the number and the design updates. Now we know why a sketch is not moving, because it is fully constrained. So do not fight the sketch, look at the dimension or constraint that owns that movement. Finally, I want to tell you one thing. if you have a sketch like this, you can always paste it into, say, Gemini, for instance. Why I cannot move the circle. The circles are stuck in place because they are fully constrained by symmetric mirror dependencies. So this AI will also come handy in case if you get stuck. So now what we are going to do is, we are going to move this away and understand spline. So we'll select spline from create menu and Fit Point Spline. So just draw some random points. Okay. And then you click this tick mark to complete the spline, because escape will erase it. So tick mark to complete the spline, or you close the spline by clicking the starting point. I'm going to click the tick mark to complete the spline, and then I will draw an L to the starting point and move this. Okay. So this is a straight line, and we have a spline here. Ability to draw this the way you want will need some practice. So these points you can click and move these points, and you can click and release and change the curvature diameter and also the tangent angle. So you can stretch the line to make the diameter big of the curvature. Okay, so you play with it to get a hang of it. But the point is, how do we constrain such a sketch? That is, click on the sketch. You can, from constrain, you can fix, unfix. When you click on it, okay, select the fix, unfix, and click on it. So now you will, if you notice that this line is still blue, but this straight line has become black. So this is fully constrained. We will not be able to move this. How to confirm? See, you can't move it. You can't click on a dot and move. This is a fully constrained spline. A spline is a smooth, free-form curve. Click points to guide the curve. Fewer points usually creates a cleaner spline. Use splines only when straight lines, arcs, and circles cannot create the shape you need. And this spline also, we can press X to convert it into a guide line or a construction line or construction geometry. This is useful when spline is only a guide for another shape. Construction geometry helps us to build accurately without becoming part of the final profile. Profile is a close set of lines. We will click on delete each of those items. You can also select all of them and delete these dimensions too. Okay, so we have a clean slate. So delete is normal, undo is normal, clean sketches are easier to edit. Keep only geometry that helps the final design. So today we learned the core language of sketching. Lines create edges, rectangles and circles create common shapes. Dimensions make the sketch accurate. Construction lines guide the sketch. Mirror creates perfect symmetry. Move and copy help you experiment. Splines create smooth, free-form curves, and constraining locks the sketch on a 2D plane. Once you get sketch like this, next step is turning the sketch into a 3D object, which we will see later. So do not rush into 3D modeling. First learn to control a clean sketch. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.